I still remember the sound of his laugh when he called, smug, careless, and dripping with the kind of confidence only fools wear when they think they've won. "Guess what, little brother?" he said, dragging out the words like a cheap cigar between his teeth. "Sold Grandma's condo. Got a good price, too." I didn't answer right away. I let the silence stretch just long enough for him to mistake it for shock. Inside, I wasn't angry, not yet. Because the thing about betrayal is, the first time it hits, it doesn't burn. It freezes. My brother Daniel was always the charming one. He had that easy grin, that disarming voice, that way of making people believe he'd take care of them. Grandma adored him. I used to think she saw the best in him. Turns out, she just couldn't see the rest. When I moved abroad for work, Grandma called me every Sunday. She'd talk about her garden, her aching joints, and the quiet little world she'd built for herself. Then one week, she didn't answer. 2 days later, Daniel called. His voice cracked when he said she was gone. He handled everything, the funeral, the estate, the legal matters. I was half a world away, and I trusted him. That was my first mistake. Months later, a letter arrived from Grandma's lawyer. She'd left me her condo, the one with the view I always loved. "It's yours now," she'd written. "The last thing I can give you." But when I called Daniel about it, he went quiet. Too quiet. "Oh, that place," he said eventually. "Thought you wouldn't care. It was a hassle to maintain, so I took care of it." My stomach sank. "Took care of it how?" I asked. He chuckled. "Sold it. Relax. I put some of it into the family trust." He didn't. I checked. The trust was empty. That night, I couldn't sleep, not because of the money, but because of what it meant. He'd sold Grandma's last gift to me, and he was proud of it. So I called the lawyer, an old man with a voice like sandpaper and a mind like a scalpel. He listened quietly and said, "Send me the sale documents." When he called back the next day, he laughed, not kindly. "Your brother's not as clever as he thinks," he said. "How so?" I asked. "Because, my boy," his voice carried dark amusement, "he forged your signature on the sale agreement, and he used the old deed, the one superseded by your grandmother's final will. That means," he paused, "your brother sold a property he didn't legally own. Silly boy." It took 3 months of careful planning, quiet research, and patient silence. I didn't call Daniel. I didn't threaten him. I let him enjoy his little victory. That's the thing about revenge. You don't chase it. You build it. The lawyer helped me file a claim to reclaim the property. But I didn't stop there. The buyer, a cautious man, was furious when he discovered the sale was invalid. He wanted his money back. I gave him Daniel's full contact details and let nature take its course. Meanwhile, I arranged a forensic audit of the family trust. The results were beautiful: paper trails, falsified statements, even transfers to Daniel's personal account labeled consulting fees. Each one was a nail. I just had to wait to hammer them in. Then came his call, the same arrogance, the same laugh. "You should have seen the buyer's face when he found out," he said, trying to sound amused but shaking underneath. "He's threatening to sue. Guess I need your help now, bro. You're the smart one, remember?" I kept my voice calm. "You'll figure it out." He laughed again. "Come on, don't be a stranger. You've got that good lawyer, right? Maybe he can fix this mess." That was my moment. "My lawyer already fixed it," I said softly. "He made sure the title's back under my name." Silence. Then a nervous chuckle. "What are you talking about?" I let the words drop, one by one, like stones into deep water. "You forged my signature. You used an outdated deed. The sale's invalid. The condo's mine again. And the buyer's suing you, not me." His breath hitched. "You wouldn't." "Oh, I didn't have to," I said. "You did it to yourself." I hung up before he could answer. 2 weeks later, the lawsuit hit. His accounts were frozen. The trust was audited. He called dozens of times, but I never picked up. Instead, I went home. I walked into Grandma's condo, sunlight pouring through the same windows she used to open every morning. It smelled like dust and memory, but it was mine again. I stood by the window, looking out at the city. For the first time, I didn't feel anger, just quiet satisfaction. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. And as for Daniel, last I heard, he was drowning in debt and legal fees. He called again months later, left one voicemail. All he said was, "Why?" I smiled when I heard it. Because, I whispered to no one, you should never sell what was never yours, silly boy.